What is good? I'm here today because I haven't been here in a bit to talk to you guys on some story type shit, and I am saddened by the fact that I did not do so because I like it so much. Yesterday being Valentine's Day, for me, I realized that I was single. A lot of times when you're single, you forget about it because it's just you live your life, you know? You don't think that you don't have anybody with you to cuddle, watch movies, and do cute things with and be there for you when you need somebody to talk to. I have a dog, so it's not that bad, I guess. It could be worse. I could not have a dog and just have YouTube and the camera. That's not that bad either, to be honest. But the point is, I realized I was single because I went to the beach because I thought it was a good ass idea to go to the beach by myself. Never did it. It dawned on me that I went to the beach on Valentine's Day when I sat down in the sand and saw all these couples going ham and one couple having sex. For the most part, I realized I was a lonely piece of shit. I guess naturally when I was born, I knew how to be professionally single. That's just how it is. So maybe with my life, you will learn the ways of how to do it. Okay, bitch, listen up. Now, I've had many crushes growing up. Now, the thing about my crushes is how I was raised. I was raised to go for the girl that's like, if we're gonna give a tier grade rating, right? You got S, A, B, C. This is the grades that matter, right? I was always told to go for a girl that's a B, that you kind of like more or less, because you could talk to her how you want since you don't like her a lot, to prepare for that one girl who's an S. Now, as I've grown up, I realize, you know, what the fuck, like that's a bogus way to look at women or anybody for that matter, so I don't look at that anymore. But growing up, that was the founding rules that I lived on thanks to my uncles and other family members. So I've always went for B tier girls for a bit. You know, it was kind of, it hurt me sometimes because sometimes these B's were looking like B minuses and I didn't really get to see it until I saw the side profile. It all started back with this one girl we're gonna call Vivi. Vivi was the first girl that I had an intense crush on. Vivi made my pee-pee go like BB. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking intense. I don't know what it was about her. I think it was because she was the first girl that I ever witnessed that had a booty that looked like the booties I sold in porns in real life porn booty. That's how I looked at it, and I'm just like, I want a little bit of that. The point is, Vivi had a bodacious booty. I liked Vivi, but the thing was, Vivi intensely friend-zoned me. I wasn't just friend-zoned, bitch. I was logic broken friend-zoned. What does that mean? I was older than her, right? But she called me little brother. That's how fucking bad it was, okay? I'd never been friend-zoned that bad before. At the time when I was younger in this stage, which was like, who fucking hit me up on Tinder? Okay, ignore me. I've been using Tinder a lot to ask girls Coke or Pepsi. I've gotten some pretty mean results sometimes. I'm gonna ask this girl Coke or Pepsi real quick. Oh, she hella big. Oh no. All right, we're done. What was I talking about? Holy shit. Vivi called me her little brother when I was older than her. That's how I knew it was really bad. Me, personally, I've been trying to figure out how to get out this friend zone for a bit when I talk to her. Now, I guess at the time when I was in this age was like, what, sophomore or freshman in high school, I wasn't really aggressive as like a man. Like I didn't make it known that I liked her. So because I played it so subtle for so long, I ended up friend zoning myself without even realizing it until she hit me with the little brother line. But that was my mistake. That was my B. Moving on. It was a time that we had a dance in our school. It was not a homecoming dance, but it was like a little festival dance in between that I think only our schools in our district did. And I'm just like, this is my time. Vivi broke up with her boyfriend. That booty looking nice, buddy. So I decided to ask her like a man, Vivi, will you go to the dance with me? She said no. She said no! And I didn't know what to do with that. I was distraught because I asked with a lot of people present because I thought it was real nigga type activities to do so. And maybe she might get a little bit moist by me being so bold with my actions, because prior to asking her, I looked on Google how to make a girl moist. Yes, through talking. Okay, I wanted to be the most suavest of bitches out there in the land. You know, 50 Shades of Grey? I wanted to be him, just black. Even before the movie came out, I knew my destiny, where I wanted to be in life. That happened. And after I asked her, she didn't really fuck with me after that anymore. It kind of hurt me. But besides Vivi, I moved on up in the grades, and I went to my senior year. And there was this one girl who was the most prettiest girl I've ever seen within my high school, middle school days. I didn't go to college that long, so I can't even say that. Well, she was a new student, right? So she came into the class, time slowed down. I'm like, damn, girl. Like, that shit was looking nice. She was just pretty. She was just beautiful. Like, it wasn't about booty and boobies at this point. It was just about, like, she was built with a golden spoon. Like, she was just looking nice. Nice. Her name starts with an S. We're gonna call her SS. Tricky. Wait. We're gonna call her SS, right? At this time, I kind of grew a little bit and I had like balls now. So I was a little bit more aggressive with how I pursued SS. So, you know, I talked to her a lot and we're kind of flirting back and forth. She did this thing. If any girl does this to you, she might be either unintentionally giving you wrong signals or she wants them. Like, she put her hand on me and just slowly like dragged it down. When she laughed, she was like, drag. And I'm just like, damn. That was hard. It got to a point where we're at a football game and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I think it's about that time where I make my move on SS. I was sitting with her, but I didn't do it in the right way. So I asked a lot of our friends to go as well. So it was kind of like me, her, and everybody else. Everybody else went to go at halftime and it was just me and her chilling. So I was kind of leading my way to start asking her out to be my girlfriend, because at this time we were flirting to the point where I felt like it could happen. So here I was thinking it's gonna be just as easy as asking her out to be my girl, but no, of course not. For some reason at halftime, she changed. It got a little bit weird. Maybe in hindsight, she was doing this as to tell me something that was like an incentive to do me, or I'll let you be the judge. So everybody left, halftime, me and her. I was getting to making my move to ask her to be my girlfriend, but how I work, I like to segue my way in there smoothly. Like I said, suave. I took notes on Google how to make a girl moist, so I was making my way there. Now, as I was going there, I kind of ran into a bump in the road, as I might have accidentally mentioned something somewhat sexual that triggered her talking about her past of sexual things that she did. And she was telling me a lot that she likes to do and what she's done and how good she is at giving head. Now, mind you, this is another story for another day, but the first time that happened for me, this is kind of X-rated, but the first time that happened to me, it felt like my Peter was going into a pencil sharpener. So ever since then, I tried to stay away from that. So when she was telling me all these things, I wasn't intrigued as to like, let's do this. Okay, I get you, which I think that was what she was trying to do. I was more or less like, all right, stop talking about this so I can, you know, it's time sensitive here. You know, halftime's only a few minutes before everybody comes back. I need to make sure that the job is done. But it wasn't that easy. She kept on going on about her sexual things and I still couldn't relate, because my lack of what I did and what I'm down to do at that current point in time was way below what she's down to do and what she's trying to do right now. I lost my grounding on how to like fucking attack to get her to be mine. So I had to break the glass and lie, because I didn't know another way to relate, because she started going into like the anal category. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because I like my videos not to be age restricted, but she was saying a lot of what she likes to do. I was confused by it because that blew my mind back then too. I'm thinking to myself, who do I gotta be to make sure that she knows I'm about the life? I told the story, I'm just like, yeah, fuck, I'm so about that life too. Man, eating out people and just getting my, I've got that happened to me so many times. Like, fuck, like, I'm about the life. Like, I want to do porn, but I just don't, because my family, you know, religion. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, oddly enough, I figured out that some girls get turned off by the fact that you explain everything that you've done in bootleg detail, which it wasn't as detailed as her, but it was more or less on the same lines of saying that I've done it. Unfortunately, from the youth and examples that I had to follow off of, I made it seem like I've done it with a lot of people because I thought that's what was socially acceptable. That's what was in, you know? I wasn't that type of dude, so I was just going off of what I learned on MTV and VH1. So she wasn't interested at that point. I saw that she was kind of disgusted because she was asking my body count, which at the time I thought she meant I killed somebody. I'm just like, we ain't talking about GTA, girl. Like, are we on the same page? But she explained it after she laughed at me for being ignorant. And I said, oh, 17. I said 17. Okay. She didn't like that. I saw that the conversation was disturbed and she moved on talking about the game and how she wants to go get some food. Before she left, I'm just like, wait, SS, before you go, baby girl, I would like to court you and be your man. And she told me that I've been with too many people and I don't think, she said she doesn't think she's experienced enough to be with me. But what she said to me hurt me because this was something of my doing, if that's the truth. Like, I ruined that myself, maybe. I mean, I don't know what Universe 7 me's odds were with not lying, but I just think this lifestyle of being single is something I've been destined for. Like, nobody can pull it off like me, you know? I feel like I'm the chosen one for this. It's sad to say. Granted, that's in the past. Even now, I'm still a little bit like that because now I'm heavily focused on YouTube to the point where I'm really blind to advances. There's one person I have a crush on. We ain't gonna talk about that though. Anyways, I hope I helped you with my teachings of how to be single like the boy. Flex it. Yep. I did this by myself. Pornhub. I'm not really that buff. This is kind of pathetic to look at, to be honest, but that's fine.